Hey everybody, it's Benji, better known as moiciara, and I wanted to just first thank you guys for the support. It means a lot to me. And then I'm just gonna dive on into today's topic, which is owning a cheat. And what I mean by owning a cheat is like when you're in a relationship with someone and so happily they end up cheating on you, and it's like, how do you feel responsible for owning the cheat that they did? And what I mean is the fact that like it's hard to deal with, first and foremost, that they stepped outside of the relationship to cheat on you or to find pleasure somewhere else. And it's like, how do you handle that and move forward? Either you break up with them or you try to work it out. And I believe in owning the cheat takes some part of who you are as a person, because you're having to make a decision right then and there, figuring out, is this the person that I feel like I really want to be with and I could move past this, or is it somebody I just feel like, you know what, no cheating, no go, there's no way nothing can happen here. So my way of looking at this and I guess examining it is by realizing like it all depends on, I believe, like how long the relationship was and what do you really have to hold on to within this relationship. Because if you've been with this person like 4 or 5 years, then there's a strong chance that you can like move past this. Not only say that, like it can be like some whole Trina situation from Braxton. Like he couldn't been cheating on me 4 or 5 years, and then yeah, whether it was physical or not, I should say that it still doesn't matter. Like I feel like we never really did have a relationship if it was something that was going on that long. So like within a year's time, I feel like something magical better happen in that year prior to him, cheating on you or whatever, in order for you to really, stay with that person. Like I'm not saying, just be, this very abrupt person and just hurry up and break up with whomever, but I just feel like you have to realize, like, regardless of you being in this relationship and being in love with somebody, you have to think about yourself and how you want to see things happen the long term. And sometimes that can either be, you putting yourself in a damaging relationship or getting out of that damaging relationship and moving forward. So how I look at it, you should be doing this is by always examining what you want to achieve out of this relationship, or when this person, I guess, confesses to this cheating, or you find out they did this cheating, or whatever the case may be, and how are you going to be able to deal with it? Because it's not an easy thing. Like you just don't want to throw away something that you've been working so long to build with someone, and and it may just been a mistake. It may be something that they messed up and did. Like I said, I'm not condoning cheating. I hope nobody thinks that I am, because that's not me. But I'm just saying, like, it's hard to be in love, and when you find it's something you really want to keep. And sometimes letting the person know that, just putting it out there, like, you cheated, you messed up, and you know what, honestly, I'm okay with that. And only because the fact that I realize that we have more here than what you've done. But like I said, you're not going to cheat on me with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different women or men and expect for me to be like, okay, let's have some counseling and make it all work, because that's not going to happen. And I feel like when you're in a relationship with somebody and you are owning that cheat, it takes the responsibility you always wanted to micromanage relationship, and that's not a good thing. Like I was watching something the other day, and I know they were talking about how like relationships have changed so dramatically, over the years and things like that, versus back in the day when, there was only one phone that you can get in touch with somebody, and you making that call to find out what was going on, etc. But now, like, we have, Facebook, Twitter, Yahoo Messenger, AIM, and the list goes on, and it's just like there's so many unlimited ways for a person to get in contact with you, and it does put you in a mindset of like realizing like, this person really doesn't have no excuse that they couldn't get in touch with me outside of them either not having any of these social networking sites or any of that stuff, because we live in a day and age where so many things is possible. Like there's ways you can, if you have an iPod, you can send a text message on your iPod or your iPhone or whatever, as an app for something that you don't necessarily may have, or whatever the case may be. There's a way, and I think like due to that big technology switch, it's putting a burden on us to always feel like we have to, you know, try all these different possibilities in order to be happy and to be in a successful relationship. Because if not, then we feel like, well, you could have gotten in touch with me this way, and you could have gotten in touch with me that way, and etc., etc. And then that's when I mean, like, it's like not just owning the cheat, but it's becoming more of a burden when you're in this relationship and that cheat happens or whatever happens, because now you feel like you have to just be on and on and on with this person. It's like you don't want to do that. And I look at it like, if you have to stalk a person down to find out if you're going to love them or if they're going to love you and whatever, then y'all don't need to be together, because that's too much of a process to just be happy. You know, I believe in the whole old-fashioned happiness. Like, it comes natural. It's somebody that you're attracted to. It's somebody that you can connect with. It's somebody that you feel like you can see yourself growing with. Boom. That's how I look at it as a relationship, you know, being something that happens. And it's not all this, you know, pull and tug type stuff, because that's not happiness, you know. And when a cheat is drawn into the situation, I feel like what happens is it really takes things to a whole nother level. Like, if you forgive this person for this cheat, then you have to throw out all these X, Y's, and Z's in order to stay in a successful, happy relationship. But if you don't, then you move on to the next person, but those things from that past relationship will somehow come to haunt the new relationship, only because those are experiences, and those experiences help you figure out how you want to see things done. And, you know, it's all about, you know, not letting a cheat damage who you are, or letting a cheat, you know, define who you are either, because it can do that. And it's all about, you know, long term and longevity and being happy with someone. If you're in a relationship and they have, you know, decided to cheat or, you know, step out or whatever you want to call it, and it's just, you always have to be mindful of how you want to see things play out long term versus, you know, right now. Because what right now may not bother you will bother you 2-3 years later on down the line, because there'll be that I remember, and that's not a good thing to say, you know, definitely when you're in a very good, happy relationship. So that's pretty much it, you guys. I want to once again thank you guys for the support and all that jazz, and there's more of me to come. I appreciate you guys checking my video. Subscribe, comment, share, tell somebody about it, let them know how fabulous I am and how fabulous we all can be together. And that's pretty much it. Thank you.